Workspace is one environment, like your different departments, production department, sales department. Everybody use a login, that's fine, but everybody have their own workspace. So let us try to create a workspace on the environment. Let me create a new workspace. So to give a name, I'm going to use identical name what the task are trying to give it. So we can cross check it very easily, putting as dashboard project, and good enough. I'm going to say apply. So when I say apply, I'm going to go for try free. I'm not going to buy it now, because unless you see it's good or not, why should you buy? You know, that's nobody in the world. Everybody says buy now, trial pack also buy now. You put your credit card, test it, and then do it. Microsoft is so good, you know. You guys take it up, try to use it. Use it for 60 days. If you want it, if you feel good, come back to us. We'll help you. That's I've not seen anyone, meaning cloud also. There are a lot of virtual machines are running it. And if it's not working, Microsoft recommends that, hey, your machine is ideal. Don't use it. I'm not someone that comes with this kind of environment, but Microsoft does a great on this. So I have my own, my environment is ready. I have my installations going on the progress. Let us go on. I have my own database to play with it. Okay, let me come back to this flow because I want my clean manager and the windows to be updated. It may be a fraction of a second, or depending on the environment we can do it. But getting data from anywhere, that's something amazing. I mean, you name it. Now tell me, CSV file, you want Excel sheet, you want it from text file, you can take it from live data. Imagine 5 years back, my old companies, when the corona situation, everybody is off, and WHO putting the charts where I can take the same data, I can give better than them charts. You know, I'm not challenging them. I'm telling that the fact, you know, where you can create your own environment because you like what color you require. You need what kind of chart required to your manager. So we can manipulate it. It can be any live data. Some sites require credentials, but if it's not required credentials, we can pull up anything open environment. We can get it up and play with it. So it can be get from anywhere. I'll show it shortly, a demo from putting it up. So what all together? The first thing is you can transform the data into the way you want. The name is you want. Get your data. Where does? Anywhere. Challenging. Nobody. The first challenge, you will not feel, other than Microsoft, getting data from various sources. It can be any source. You can put it up anywhere. It can be any files. We can get the data, and you can transform that. When the transformation comes, where you can visualize, we can visualize into it. Unless you transform the data, some of the text data I want to, it's numbers, but it's in text, so I can't do manipulations. I can't do sum. I can't do the productivity things. So I can do analyze in the way we want. So that's what we have DAX, direct analyze, data analysis expressions, and all those things comes to play. DAX. It's a great platform. Visualizations. Many people think that charts are important, visualization is important. That's good. Chart is good at the end play, but the data, you turning in the data, which is data cannot be unusable. You change the data to usable and giving a report, that is stagnant. That's what the staggering part comes to the play, because your data are completely old data or not updated. It's a stagnant data, but you put us stagnant to the staggering data, better data. You know, that's visualization comes to the play. But that comes with the knowledge. Once you do that, you can publish it. When you do publish, you can send it to your boss. You want to say that, hey, boss, you want to put something, you can add it on, get things done. The more important thing is how to transform your data. That's the main thing. Getting data is the simplest part. Visualizing data is simplest part, not the big thing. A real data analyst or a real data scientist, for data science, you come to the picture where you play the Power BI or AI, you have to analyze your data. You can transform your data the way you want, or the management wants, or your manager wants it. That can be possible, and there's no pure ETL tool like Power BI. Challenge, open challenge. If you can say that, Jumesh, I see something, it's it can be Oracle there, but Oracle is, as I've used Oracle for many years, there are costlier. You can't use that everybody free. No, impossible. They ask you to be partners, they have to give it off, and it's pretty costly. Not like PI, it's completely free. The only computer I have to be genuine on to it. Only computer I've seen a good Power BI, I mean, business intelligence, only two things. One is the Oracle, one is the Microsoft. And I feel Microsoft is so good because the current last 10 years, they every month they could update, and it's completely free. And everybody can use it. Excel, it's good. You type your data, but migrate it to your Power BI to generate your reports. So AI Insights is Power BI has AI Insights also, Jamesh. And to give these answers to this question, we should be in a live environment, right? I'm not going to deep of it, but I'm just going to start with it and play with it in a fruitful manner. If I can get my BI, business intelligent, to come to play, taking a bit of time on the flow. Let me check it up. And I check the version of it. Let us see what version we're supposed to get. We're supposed to get 2026, not 2023, because that's the main thing I was trying to adapt to the environment. So AI is the or the co-pilot. Both are similar to it, but at its own way to get the things job done. So let me just wait for things to come up. Yeah, not bad. Before I start, I just want to sign in, because whenever you play with it, your data will store in the cloud for us. Not bad. Let us continue. Let us give the password for it. Oh, sorry. Let me just sign in once again. Not bad. Let us give next. Give the password. Sign in. It's as for the first time only, not every time. When you're playing with it, on the day one you're doing it, you should do it. And then you keep your machine environment. It always plays up in a nice way for you. I can see that 2026 on the top. They're putting some. There are a lot of convention, I can say, or community-led programs happening. Okay, first thing is I go for about. We are in 2026. So this is the first thing I'll say. You keep your data updated, I mean your BI updated, and keep your clean manager clean. Your machine will never get crashed. First part of it. Let me take data from Excel now. Pinpoint it. We have downloaded some data. So let me take up a sample data. And from Excel again, I'm doing it. We did it. Just I'm going to do it once again. I can see the data is popping up. Financial data has popped up. Again, so we did some charts earlier. We take up a chart, and you can see that I want to have country, sales, COGS. I want some data. So that's fine. Okay, I want to change it. I want to have the full view. I can get it, and I want to go back to the report. I can play with it, or I want to export this data. We can do it. So I want to lab to extend it. Yes, I can do that. If I go back to the report, and I have an option called show as a table or export the data. Now, what we do first now here is I want to show you what are different datas. That's where I was stopped in the earlier. Where are different things that we can take the data, different sources. You will be astonished to see this list itself. You can get the data from anywhere. You name it, we have it here. So it's a huge list which you have to go through, like a different process. It can be different databases, it can be Fabric, or Platform, Azure, or online services, or others. Microsoft has everything here. Now I want to get a data from a database. So let me say SQL database. Let me just put it up. We have everything's ready. So let me put up when you connect to database, you need to know the server name and everything. So they kept the server name and the database name here. So that's all we require to have it. In your organization, the TIA, technical infra administrator, the person who gives you your database installation and your server name, everything. But as a DBA guy, I'm a database specialist. I mean, I'm a top 100 in the world to finish the exam with Microsoft. I got a charter member with that. I love database. So to play with the database, to create database and get doing, we have different courses for getting the job done. We have everything with the Microsoft. That's my point. So let me take some data here and to teach you dim geography and dim. I got dim customer, dim date, dim geography. I want to get the dim product and the product category, product subcategory, and fact internet sales. Let me load the data. Let me just take the whole data to it. That will print it up. So remember, this data is coming from your server. So I'm getting data from the server. If I go to the model view, you can see that automatically. Let me say the fit to page. We can see that it is data is automatically mapping itself. Let me take out the financials now. This for a second, we don't need it. I can remove these. Delete from the model. I don't read it. So if I can keep increasing the size. So what happened is the relationship. The relationship happens automatically. Now, for this, you need a database guy to do all these things. All through my life as a database person, the first thing is the model. They need somebody to do this all the times. No other way. But here you can see that the relationship between different tables happens automatically. I don't require to do anything. It does it by itself. Let me just finish it up. Let me just go for the data. Let me go for the tip data. I want to have it as a mark as data table because by default, unless you have your data as a data table, it won't give the data properly. So you're just putting up in a proper way for us right now. Let me just mark as a data table. We say that on, choose one columns here. Just make sure that dates we can get. Otherwise, it will have internal dates. We put a proper ourselves to play with it. It's always good. We can learn that, but deep in on your environment when you come back for PL 900 courses. Let me just put it a very simple process at this point of time. So all I have to do is save the project and flow it. Let me just go back to the report view. Make sure I save this environment and looks that let me publish it also. Let me give a name. What name I should give? Let me just find out, because the reason I'm giving the exact name what they given is because we can follow through. There's a how do you find out what you do is right or wrong? No, there's a quick question, right? I'm not saying it. How do I find it? We have a lot of ways to find it. One of the ways is like testing environment, which if I can save the file, I did the file. If I can go back and I say verify, I need to verify it. So these are the trainers can find it also behind the scenes when you doing something, some target, some assignment are given to you. I don't require to sit behind you, watching you, what you're doing or not, things got changed. So I can just ask you to give the labs, you finish it, I will get the information immediately, automatically. So that's what we, if you see our VelMentor site, when you send an email or when we respond, it's all automated, most of the things happening in a own way. So you can see that verify it's not published. Okay, let us do a publish now. Let us publish now. The publish has not happened. So I may choose my dashboard. I've not done the job. I missed it. Now things can happen. We may do the same task multiple times. You failed it. Okay, fine. Let us publish. Got it. Let us do verification one more time. So this is a very good process. The labs what you have when you do something, and when you miss something, either with purposely without the knowledge, we don't require to worry. There are some testing environment which runs behind the scenes for you. Things got changed. This is all part of. AI, things part of the environment to analyze it and get back the reports to the trainers to get job done. So it's pretty easy for us also. Rather than asking it, have you done it or not, we can find it out. And if it is missing, you can try it multiple times. Nobody is going to ask questions. So we did the first task. But before we got to the next task, let me take another example. Let me take a live data, a web data, and see how does we can play it around. So if I can go back and oh sorry, not the location data. Let me take the live data, an example. Okay, it can be anything, as I told you earlier on the environment. If I can a list of US and environment, let me go for the browser which I showed you earlier. I have a data here. I want that in my Power BI to do something. I'm just going to take the data. I'm not here to teach you how to hack the data. No, no, it's not about the hacking. It's about telling the data which is open, we can get it up. Okay, otherwise you can't get it. So let me go back. I think I have kept the live data here. Let me keep the URL paste. If it some data, some websites like credentials, you have to type it. Otherwise, you just say okay. Connect to the database with your environment. What is going to happen? It's going to fetch the information to you from the site. You can get it up. So you can see two views are there: table view and web data view. We can get up what data you want. There are HTML tables are there. You have suggested tables there. I have the data here. Let me say load. Take a fraction of a second to load the data. So the first is state or federal. Okay. I can just, okay, sorry. I'm here. Let me go back. Data are pulled up. So I have my data are coming it off on the environment. Let me just go back. There's a table line. So if I say rename it off, let me just go back and we can transform the data. Let us do something on transformations. I have some data here. I'm going to transform it the way I want. Okay, so I choose a table line. I put GDP. I'm changing the name of the table. Okay, so I want that column as state. I put as GDP 2023. I put GDP 2024. You can see that it's ABC. It's been text 1 to 3. It's numbers. So it goes on. So this comes ABC. So this comes as a text data. So you can't manipulate it. What column it is. I'm sorry. I should be here itself. I should be seeing it from here. It's an annual GDP current price, if I can say. Let me say transform. I can change this to a whole number. Let's find current now GDP. I'm just putting it up for the information, not to say anything much. I put percentage. What else do we need? We need to have real GDP growth 2024 and nominal. Okay, this is a real growth. Real growth. And we have another last 4 columns. Let us just fix it also. This is basically data which talks about your nominal GDP of 2023. Okay, let me just put it up. Nominal GDP 2023. Let me take this. If I can do this, let us be a little bit faster. I put it as a name 2024. Not bad. This is national 2023. And if I can say Control C, Control V, not bad. What I did, I need to do some more changes here. Okay, it's already exists. No, I wanted us change it as 24. It says already I have the file, the column name. You can't change it. So I have some data there in appropriate way. So I can transfer the data way I want. I can close and apply. So these data will get updated. So, but this is not affecting your Excel sheet or anything's data. You're getting it up. It's not going to affect it. So we can see the errors. We can try to fix it also on the progress. What there's an error comes to the plane. What is that error? There's a GDP error data. It's pulling it up. If I can go to GDP data, this is the error. It's pointing it up on the flow. If I can see there's error here, there's error details comes to play. If I can say on the datas, it's a we couldn't convert the number. It cannot be convert. It says that -6 is 4. I can't. There's no data there. They cannot able to convert the data. So I can just say take out this data for a while. I can't. Let me just say that this transform to the text back for a second. Okay, still it cannot be done. Let us just say that text for a while, replace the current. Let us see what does it goes on. Let me just go back to home, apply for a minute. Okay, not bad. I'm able to do something on the flow, but I will try to come back and check that on the progress. Whereas there's one error, we'll try to fix it up on the flow. But I just want to show you one thing, how I have a different data from the live data. I can pull it up. It's a live data, okay? It's not my data, it's from the live site. I can pick it up, I can manipulate the way I want.